We'd like to welcome you to the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. We're gearing up for Game 2 here between Portageville and Kennett. Alongside me was our color man, Tommy Jacobs, and on the camera is Corey Martin. So, Tommy, what do you think about this game coming up here for the second game?
Well, I know nothing about Greenville, but I know a little bit about Portageville, and I know it's going to take a heck of a team to upset this Portageville bunch. They're quick, very athletic, very well coached. We just hope it stays reasonable. The last game we saw, you know, anytime you get these teams with 16 teams in a tournament, you're going to have this. You're first and 16,
right.
You're second. So, you know, everybody get loose, get ready, and the games will just get better as the week goes on.
Yeah, it's the thing about, you know, a tournament with 16 teams. Of course, you know, there's going to be teams from a little ways that we don't get to see very often, and Greenville's one of those. In Portageville, we've already done one of their games this year with Kennett just about a week or so ago. Knocked off Kennett 80-69. So, you know, they can meet here in the tournament. The Kennett Indians are the third-seeded team. Portageville is the second seed, so they're in the same half of the bracket. Poised to meet up in the semifinals if everything goes to as planned as the seeds. But as far as that, you know, Greenville's going to come in and compete.
That's right.
They're not going to lay down. You know, of course, it's the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. There's no laydowns, even though the scores might not indicate so. But we expect a good competitive game on both sides. Go look for Portageville probably to come out and bring some pressure early.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Bidwell likes to use that half-court trap of his, maybe some full-court pressure. So good things to look forward to.
That's right. I think you're exactly right. I think Portageville will bring the pressure, and I think Greenville will just want to get back down court for it. I don't think they'll apply any pressure because they know Portageville is going to be coming.
And that goes for any team that Portageville is playing. You know, they like to trap, get those corners. You force some bad passes going the other way. So the same as for any other team, Greenville's going to protect the ball. So tell us who's bringing the game tonight.
All right. Tonight's sponsor of this game is Three Rivers Community College, and also James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. James R. Tweedy, attorney at law office is located on the Courthouse Square in Bloomfield. Telephone number is 568-4000. That's James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. And also Tax and More. Tax and More inside Weddington Tire at 200 North Prairie in Bloomfield. See Tanya in Weddington for your taxes and bookkeeping. Phone 568-3833. That's Taxes and More in Bloomfield. And also we got the First State Bank Trust in Dexter. First State Bank in Dexter supports our high school athletics, coaches, cheerleaders, teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That's First State Bank and Trust. Call 624-3919 in Dexter.
All right, we're going to take a short break here, and we'll be ready for the starting lineups.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And we're back with the starting lineups coming up here between the Portageville Bulldogs and the Greenville Bears. And starting for the Greenville Bears is number 5'9" junior, Curtis Shear. 5'8" junior, number 20, Jacob Wood. And a 6' junior, number 24, Nick Wren. And number 32, 6'4" sophomore, Daniel McCarthy. And number 44, 6'5" senior, Gentry Lewis.
Greenville got some size in the middle there.
Yeah, they got plenty of size. And starting for Portageville, 5'9" senior, number 3, A.J. Brown. 5'11" senior, number 22, Demetric Treadwell. And 6' senior, number 23, DJ Birdwell. And 6' senior, number 30, Bruce Mathis. And a 6'2" senior, number 32, Donnell Menace.
We got a good set of officials this game.
Yeah, we got Lloyd there, Lloyd Rice,
Kevin
he's
Lawrence.
probably got a lot of experience there. Does some college games here and there, so shouldn't be any problem from the official side tonight. Or this morning, I should say. I'm going to get used to that.
Yeah, I know. It's tough to get used to it.
Yeah.
But you know, for a early morning game, really, there's a pretty good crowd here.
Yeah. Bernie brought out their crowd.
They sure did.
Yeah.
Bernie play at 5 o'clock in the morning and have a crowd.
Yeah.
That bunch really follows them. I don't blame them. They're a good team.
Yeah, the official score that first game, game one between Bernie and East Carter, 100-30. Bernie moves on to the second round, the quarterfinals, and East Carter is going to participate in the consolation bracket. And here we are. We're set for tip-off. And Portageville with the tip. Tip to Mathis. Brings the ball up center court. Over to Treadwell. Back over to Mathis. Oh, close to going about of bounds. Saves it. Over to Menace. Back to Birdwell, or Mathis. Over to Birdwell in the corner. Back to Mathis. Over to Treadwell. Drives in the lane. Goes up. No good. It's a rebound by McCarthy. It's a Wood with the ball. Loses control, gets it back. Look for somebody to pass to.
Got him hung up down here.
Yep. The 5-second violation going to Portageville.
Good defense, Portageville.
Yep. That's one thing to look for early. Portageville's going to play probably pressure man-to-man. Trying to force some turnovers. And they like to force the turnovers and get going the other way.
Yes, they do.
Mathis in the lane, puts up a shot. Good.
Banks it off the glass and in.
Jacob Wood bringing the ball up. Looks for the screen. Looking for the back door there.
Nice mismatch.
Yep. McCarthy puts it up and good.
A nice play.
Yeah, very nice play, that back door there.
Sure
and that's what you look for. You take advantage of the aggressiveness. You go back door with a little pick there. It's a good look. Mathis up top of the key, passes over to Menace. Down to Brown, back to Mathis. Out to Tremetrick, Treadwell, top of the key, over to Mathis. He's looking inside there, kicks it back out to Treadwell for three. No good. That's a rebound, McCarthy. They're going to bring the pressure full court off the miss here. Deflection on Portageville, stays with Greenville. And that's Byron Wright in. Mark Harthy looking for passes a turnover. Head to Brown. Looks to Birdwell. Up. Good.
Has a nice look, a nice pass for him.
Yeah, that's vintage Portageville there.
Yes,
Turnover going the other way. To Jacob Wood bringing the ball up for the Bears. There's a pick. Oh, little reach in there by Birdwell. That'll be his first foul.
Like Birdwell's going to have a seat on the bench. Look like going to bring in Booker, number 20. Greenville's handling that pressure better than I thought they would. They've got a good little ball handler out there.
Yeah, they sure do.
They're working the ball around very well.
Pass out. There's a steal by Wright. Oh, lost it out of bounds there. Yeah, he's liable to throw one down. I think he was looking for it there.
I think he was.
Jacob Wood bringing the ball down the left side. Crosses over, loses it, gets it back. Throws it away there. It's going to be a steal by Brown.
Brown's got quick hands.
Sure does. And Mathis looks over to Menace, back to Mathis. Over to Menace. He's wide open. He's going to take the shot, and it's good.
Knocked her down.
Greenville's having trouble getting the ball in. Barely getting time to Wood. McCarthy bring it up the right side. Look for Wood out top. Back over to McCarthy. Poked away. Regained by McCarthy. Over to Wren in the center. Back to McCarthy. Over to Wren.
Oh,
there's a push foul there on Byron Wright.
Like Portageville's going to make pretty good substitutions here. Brought in 3 players.
Yeah, that's what they got in there. That's the deflection out on Menace. They brought in number 4. That's Treadwell, Fred Treadwell, 6'1" sophomore. Deflection by Portageville. Treadwell with a steal. Brings it up to Menace, looking down low with a miss. Treadwell follows up with a miss. Treadwell out of bounds, throws it off McCarthy there. We got a substitution. Is that number 10? Yeah, number 10, Jake Simmons.
Yeah.
And for Gentry Lewis.
Greenville backing up in that 2-3 zone.
Sure are. Looks like they're going to pack it in.
They sure are going to pack it in.
Trying to force some outside shots here.
You're going to hit it. You're going to beat us from out here.
Menace down to Birdwell in the corner. He's going to take the 3. That's off. That's a rebound to Wren. He's going to bring it up, give over to Wood. Wren at the top of the key. Over to Wood. He's looking for someone in the center there. He's not finding anybody. Picks it up near half court. Oh, he got that backcourt violation there.
That Portageville pressure made them stop that offense, trying to start it from way out here.
Yeah,
they're all over them.
Yeah, Greenville's going to start working the ball up and more into the front court.
You pick that ball up, they're all over you.
And Menace at the top of the key. Looks over to Treadwell on the right wing. Back to Menace in the paint. Loses it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession, Greenville. Yeah, it looks like what Greenville's wanting to do. They want to pack it in and force everything from the outside. Inbound to Wood, back to McCarthy. He's going to bring it up. Throws it. It's off Portageville. He's going to stay with Greenville.
Portageville seems to, they're doing pretty good. Seems like they're having trouble getting on track. I think they'll get it ironed out here in a little bit.
Plus, when you come out with a zone early,
it's got to take
inbound to McCarthy, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Treadwell. He's going to force it up, looks for Birdwell. He's going to bring it out on the left side, looks for Treadwell. Fred Treadwell puts it up, no good. That's a rebound, Jacob Wood. There's a reach in and a foul on Treadwell.
Portageville's going to bring in Byron Wright off the bench, number 1.
Yeah, bring in Byron Wright and bring in Bruce Mathis back in. Menace is going to take a seat along with Birdwell. Inbound over to Wren, the backcourt. He's going to bring up the right side over to Jacob Wood. He's going to bring it towards the center of the court. Uses the pick there, looking towards the paint.
Oh, nice move.
Puts up a shot, no good. Looked like a deflection there. Over to... Yeah, there's a foul on the floor. It's on number 5, Curtis Shear, his first. Team's third. Or team's first, rather. Byron Wright up the top of the key. Over to Treadwell on the left wing. Passes into Mathis in the middle. Puts it up, no good. Rebound.
That ball done everything
Deflection
to go down.
out, still Portageville. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get in the center of the paint there. Not having any luck there in the center of the paint here of late. Over to right. Pass back up to Treadwell. Looks at Mathis in the paint. Good. It's going to be a timeout for Portageville.
I'll tell you, this Greenville team, even though it's 8-2 now with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first quarter, Greenville's not doing too bad, considering how
Yeah,
good
it looks
the
like,
team are.
their defensive, they're going to take their chances with
right.
Portageville taking that shot out there. You never know about the outside shot.
right.
It comes and it goes. So, looks like they're going to take their chances with Portageville taking their shot from the outside, which, Portageville's got the athleticism. They don't want to come out too far and give up that penetration to the lane and open basket. So, it's not working too bad now, but they just need to get something generated offensively.
And then if Portageville gets the hit from the outside, it's going to be all different ballgame.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they've got some shooters that can shoot. But like you say, they're trying to get in that middle.
Yep. They got a full court press here by Portageville looking inbound over to Rand, the left side. It's going to be a foul on Mathis. It's going to be his first, team's fourth. McCarthy inbounds, looks for Rand down the left side, loses a dribble. Back up to McCarthy. Back up to center court, looking over the right side. Goes up to Shear, off to the left side. Picks up his dribble, look for a teammate there. Oh, finds one.
Lucked out. His teammate picked out. I thought they had it picked out.
Yeah, ran down to.
Nice move.
Yeah, that's Gentry Lewis down there. Made a nice little back door there. Byron Wright brings the ball up. Over to Treadwell, the right wing. Back over to right. Back to Treadwell. He's going to step in, take a shot, and it's good.
Buried it.
That's his first two of the night. McCarthy inbounds to Randall with the center. Looks over, McCarthy. Lewis regains. Back up to Wood. Looking for a teammate here. Over to McCarthy on the right. Looking for Lewis down low, overthrows it. Out of bounds going to Portageville.
Had the right idea on that. He had that defender in front of him. Going to try to lob it over to the big man.
It was a good look. Just too much on it. That's Donnell Menace, number 32, and for number 4, Fred Treadwell. Got Wright bringing the ball up the left side.
Greenville's come out, extending that defense out.
Yep, sure are. Menace
that's what
down
happens
to
right here.
Booker. No good. Rebound, McCarthy. Jacob Wood up the right side. Lost handle of it, and it's out of bounds, Portageville. Got a few subs coming in here. That's number 15. Is that number 15? Yeah, number 15. That's Caden Robbins. And Brown back into the game for Portageville. There's the inbounds. Right up the left side, looking for a trap. Greenville over to Mathis. Drives in the center of the paint, looks out. Brown loses control, gets it back, and they're going to call travel in there. Turnover going to the Greenville.
You could just see in their eyes when they saw this trap by Greenville. They were ready to push it, but then they're just a little too aggressive there. But
McCarthy's inbounds is deflected by Menace, recovered by Mathis. Over to right, he's going to take the three. No good.
Over the back.
Yep. Well, Greenville's getting pretty good rebounding position down there. They're putting a body on him.
Nice job.
That's Birdwell back into the game for Wright. Portageville still in the full court press. McCarthy looking to inbound, looking deep. To Wren, he gets a shot off and good.
Oh, sorry.
Right before the buzzer.
3.2 seconds on the clock. I didn't think he'd have a chance to get down there, but they caught him napping a little bit now.
And that's that's the vulnerable spot.
That's right.
When you bring the full court press is the deep pass, and they pulled it off right before the buzzer. So you get enter the first quarter here, 10-6 Portageville. Not much scoring here in the first quarter. That's what Greenville wants to do. They slow Portageville down, make them take some shots they're probably not accustomed to, and keep it close. And right now it is 10-6 here at the first quarter.
On this side, Greenville's coach got to be thrilled. that it's 10-6. Even
Yep.
though he's behind before. And on the other side, Coach Bidwell's not happy a bit. You can see him over there. He's getting their attention a little bit. He's going to
Yep.
try to gear something up here.
Yeah, definitely.
Portageville's missed a lot of little shots underneath there. But it's been a good ball game so far.
Yep, we'll be back with your second quarter in just a moment.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And we're back now, start of the second quarter. Portageville is going to inbound.
Looks like Greenville's backing up in that zone again. They're going to switch up a little bit.
Yeah, they're bringing the 2-3 zone.
Portageville wanting to shoot a cutter in there between that zone.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job keeping him out of there.
Menace over the left side to Birdwell in the corner. Back out to Menace. Over to Birdwell in the corner. He's going to look to drive. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Looks like number 5. I believe that's right.
Yeah, Curtis Shear.
Curtis Shear. It's going to be his second. Inbound to Brown in the corner. Looks for Birdwell out top. Over to Mathis, right wing. He looks to drive the corner. In the paint, puts up a shot, good.
Nice shot.
That's fouls on number 23. DJ Birdwell, his second. Into the game is Wright's going to come back into the game.
They brought Dimitri Treadwell back.
Okay, that's why I was thinking
Yeah.
Treadwell came into the
Yeah.
game too. He's back into the game. There's an inbound to looking for inbound to Lewis, knocked out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with Greenville.
Bringing Booker back in off the
Yeah,
bench.
Booker into the game. And that's Robbins heading out. Looking to inbounds. Knocked out of bounds. Greenville's going to keep it. Wood looking to inbound over to Wren. Back up to McCarthy. And he loses out of bounds. So, that Portageville pressure's
Sure
heating up here. And a substitution for Greenville. Wren's going to come out. Right up at the top of the key, looking for a screen to the right side. Drives into the paint. Up and good.
A very nice move.
Greenville's having trouble with the ball there, that full court press, and they looted out of bounds. Well, Porter's really wanting to force some turnovers
Yes,
here. They're
they
really
are.
starting to pick up the pressure in this second quarter. Brian Wright on the right side, looking over to Treadwell. He drives in. No shot. That's going to be an offensive foul on Dimitri Treadwell. Inbound McCarthy over to Wood. Back to McCarthy up the right side, looking for Wren. Not there. Knocked away by Menace. He recovers it, puts it up. No good, but a foul on McCarthy.
That's a good steal of Menace.
Yeah, he's
He got a long arm.
Yeah,
reach
he's
there,
got the
left that
length.
thing away.
it's McCarthy's second foul. Menace to the line, shooting 2. First one up, good. Back into the game for Greenville is Wren. Going out is Lewis. Second shot up by Menace. It's good. Coming into the game for Portageville, Fred Treadwell. Coming out, it's Brown. McCarthy looking to inbounds, gets it into Wood, back to McCarthy. Brings it up the right side, looking for, back into the corner. Greenville.
Tried to drive, cut him off, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, cut him off. That was Dylan Roden for the Greenville, turning it over. Back over to Portageville. Got a timeout here for Greenville. Well, it's starting to speed up a little bit. You know, both teams are. Portageville's bringing the pressure, so they're, Greenville's they're trying to bring it up a little quicker than they would like.
Yeah, Portageville like this game to be kicked up a notch or two, and get it in. They're trying to do it on their part. And Greenville, you got to give them credit. They're doing what they have to do to stay close to this game.
Oh yeah, like I was saying earlier, Portageville's not really accustomed to being outside and putting up the three. We covered their last game with Kenneth they had, and they only shot four threes in the whole game. So they're not really accustomed to really moving the ball around the perimeter and putting it up. They're really accustomed to pushing the ball in the paint and getting their shots and getting those putbacks. But, this is probably throwing them off a little bit, seeing the zone. And like what we're saying, they're still trying to work it in and get in that paint. So that's not going to change for Portageville.
No, they're just going to keep coming at it. And it seems in this quarter they have kicked that defense up a notch a little bit, and they're trying to add the pressure, and they've caused a few turnovers.
Yep. So Portageville is going to come back from the timeout to inbound.
Looks like Greenville's going to have a 1-2-2 trap.
Yep. They're going to look three-quarter or a half-quarter here. We're going to be a three-quarter press here. Look for the trap. Over to Mathis. Looks down to Menace. Looks almost turnover. Fred Treadwell picks it up and puts up the shot and good. McCarthy bringing it up. Picks up his dribble. Looks over to Wren. Over to Wood. To McCarthy. Over to Wren. Got a push foul on Portageville here. They believe that on Booker.
That's on Booker.
Yeah, it's Booker. And Portageville's in the penalty. Greenville go to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. This is number 20, Jacob Wood to the line. First shot up, good.
Oh, nice shot. Nice form.
Second shot coming up by Wood. Up, no good. Rebound to Portageville. Right, brings it up the right side. Looks to the center, kicks it out to Treadwell to the left. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound Menace. He looks to put it up. No good. Rebound Portageville. Treadwell puts it up. No good. Another shot up by Booker. Puts it up. No good. Menace gets it back. No good.
They've had about 4 shots. They can't get it to fall.
Menace brings it back out. Gets a pick to the right side. Drives in. Kicks to Booker to the right. Back up to Mathis at the top. Drives in the paint. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Portageville. Back up, but was that?
Portageville battling boards.
That was Booker there with that.
Happy.
Was that? No, that was Menace there with the follow-up, right?
I think Menace.
Yeah, Menace got that board and back up, and
they were battling it.
Yeah, Portageville had about 6 or 7 boards there on one possession.
Sure was. Booker and their big boy for Greenville was locked up on there trying to position it. Greenville coach didn't like it, but they let them go. I like to let them play.
Yeah, but that's one thing you don't want to see if you're running a zone, is seeing that many rebounds on one possession. That's one thing you should have is rebounding positions on short shots, because you've got your bottom 2 or 3 guys that are already right in under the goal. So I'm sure the Greenville coach is not very happy with that possession there. And like we said, Portageville is going to stick to their game. They're going to stick to the paint, and
they're going to keep coming
expect that the whole game. McCarthy looking to inbound for Greenville. Full court pressure by Portageville, knocked out of bounds by Booker. It's going to stay with Greenville. McCarthy back to inbound. Looks deep to Wood rather. Back to McCarthy, up to Wood, across the timeline. Up to Wren at the center. Looks for McCarthy. McCarthy wasn't expecting it, goes out of bounds. Portageville inbounds. Wright brings the ball up center court. Over to the left side. Up to Mathis at the top. Looks for Menace. Over to Treadwell. Treadwell puts it up. Good. Jacob Wood bringing up the ball right side. Crosses over, picked up. Wright takes it away. Going to slow it up. Going to set up for against the zone here. Wright penetrates. Throws it in. Almost turned over. Picked up by Mathis, top of the key. Goes over to the left side. Looks down low for Treadwell. Throws it out of bounds. And into the game for Greenville, number 4. Is that a number? Or number 5, rather. That's Curtis Shear into the game.
Brown comes back in for Portageville, taking out Fred Treadwell.
Wren bringing up. Wren at the top of the key. Look for something here. Better make it there. He looks over to McCarthy. Drives down the center. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Portageville. Wright bringing it up. 2-on-2 there. Puts up a shot. Good.
Lord, got a player down here.
Yeah, that's Greenville player McCarthy there. He went up for a shot.
Sure did. Do a little contact.
Yeah, he had 2 Bulldogs right there in front of him, and he went up and didn't actually see the play there, really. He saw the shot and then the rebound going another way, but didn't really catch him until we had a basket here at the other end. Looks like he might have got hit in the stomach there.
Yeah, he might have got the wind knocked out.
Yeah, boy, when you get hit in that stomach when you're not flexed, boy, that'll really take it out of you. See a lot of that in football. You know, they're carrying the ball and they go down, they land on the ball, and that ball just takes the wind out of their chest.
The young man's up. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, looks like he's going to take a seat here.
They're bringing
that's number 10, Jake Simmons is going to be in.
Yeah, they brought in Gentry.
Oh,
Gentry
okay. They brought in Simmons a while ago, and that's Gentry Lewis back in the game.
Gentry Lewis, big guy. He got some size.
Sure is. Greenville looking to pass in. Pass to Shear. Passes over. It's taken away by Brown. Throw it away. Recovered by Menace down low, and it's good. The ball's just bouncing right to Portageville. When they're throwing the ball away, it's coming right back to their hands.
There's another takeaway if he turns around.
A lot of takeaway there. Wright picks up the ball. Brings it over. Left side looks for the corner. Ran out of room. Oh, it looked like he got pushed out there. That's going to be a foul on, is that number 5?
Yeah, number 5. That's his 4th foul.
That's on Curtis Shear. That's his 4th already.
Coach gets him out of there pretty quick. He's been playing some pretty aggressive ball.
Mathis, Portageville looks to inbound to Brown. Back up to Wright. Looks in for Mathis. Taken away. We got a jump ball there on the block. It's going to go with the Greenville. And back in the game, it's Fred Treadwell, number 4. He's in for Mathis. And Booker going out of the game. And number 15, Caden Robbins, into the game. Greenville looking to inbound. Running out of time and ran out of time. That's a 5-second violation on Greenville.
Just couldn't find anybody. Nobody could break loose from that pressure.
Well, that's happened quite a few times here. They've just barely gotten it off the past few possessions. Portageville back with the ball on the baseline, looking to inbound. Number 30, Mathis. Inbounds to Treadwell. He puts it up. No good. Rebound Brown puts it up. No good. Out of bounds to Greenville. Well, you got Treadwell there. Fred Treadwell, he put up the 3 and he wasn't even guarded. So they're looking for them to take that shot. Inbound to Greenville over to Wood. He brings it up, loses it. Steal by Brown, up to Mathis, looks over to Wright, crosses over into the paint. Good.
Nice move. He's pulled up. I believe he might have sprained an ankle.
I think he did, too.
Sure did. Boy, that was a good move.
Sure was. Was a good steal there by
Yeah.
Brown. He lost the ball, and he could have easily just let that go out because Wood lost the ball there, but he had the good presence to pick up the ball, throw it ahead, and got 2 points out of it. Greenville inbound. Wood has the ball, picks it up, looks for Wren, overthrows it. Robbins with the steal. Looks over to Mathis, brings it up, and goes in the paint, puts up a shot, no good. Ball out to center court, out of bounds, goes to Greenville. Wren to inbound for Greenville. Inbound in the corner. Looks for Lewis down low. Jacob Wood puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Treadwell. Looks up to Brown. Deflected. Brown picks it up. And loses control. And Portageville loses over to half-court violation. And substitutions in for Greenville. McCarthy back in for Lewis. And that's number 45. Brad DeWitt in. He's in for Rodden. Wood for Greenville looks to inbounds. Got McCarthy.
Took a little.
Had the
too much
shot.
step.
I think he hesitated there.
Sure did. Saw that defender.
Wanted a shot
shove
fake
his feet.
and lost a step there and travel violation going over to Portageville. Well, McCarthy does a little bit of everything for Greenville, doesn't he?
Yes, he
6'4"
does.
sophomore. He's bringing it up. He's making things happen as a 6'4" sophomore, even a sophomore. Doing a lot of things for him. And Portageville with the ball. Looks over to Treadwell at the top of the key. Good.
Buries it.
Well, I tell you, he's got a shot there from about 10
sure
to 15
has.
feet.
Very, very nice shot.
Greenville looking to inbound. Turned over. Mathis with the steal. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Brown. He's going to lose control of it, and it's over to Greenville. McCarthy to inbound for the Bears. Portageville still in the full court press. Inbounds over to Wood. Picks up his dribble, looks back to McCarthy. Going to bring it up. Drives the paint. Looks
Nice
over to
pass.
Wren. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Brown. It's going to be a foul on Wren. Going to Portageville. It's Wren's first personal, but it's 17 foul, so Portageville is going to go to the line, shooting 1-1. A.J. Brown, 5'9" senior, going to the line, shooting a 1-1. First shot up, no good. Rebound to Greenville. McCarthy with it, brings it up. Looks over the right side, over to the left.
Picked off.
Ran over to Wood. Looking low, dribbles right. Looks left to DeWitt. He kicks it out to Wren. Wren with pressure put on by Booker. Dribbles over the right side, off his foot and out of bounds. And into the game for Portageville is Birdwell. In for Treadwell. And Mathis going in out of the game. And coming in is number 24, Fernando Menace. Brown over to Menace, the right side. Looks back to Brown. He looks to drive, loses control. There's a foul there on Greenville. Foul number 45, Brad DeWitt. It's his first, so it'll send Brown back to the line, shooting 1-1. First shot up, good. He'll get another. Second shot coming up for Brown. No good. Off to the right side. Out of bounds. Off of Robbins there. It's going to go to the Bears. McCarthy to inbound. Into Wood. Full court press still on. Full court man-to-man by Portageville. Wood looks to drive to the center. Puts up a shot. No good, but there's a foul on Portageville.
Well, you got to give him credit. He was taking it right down the gut.
Yeah,
of that defense
he saw the pressure. You know, you bring out the pressure.
Wow.
You drive in to make something happen. He sure did. He got himself to the line. He's going to go to shoot 2. First one's good. Back into the game for Birdwell is Fred Treadwell.
Birdwell picked up his.
Yeah, that was his third. Birdwell's third foul there. Second shot good for Wood. Into the game for DeWitt. It's 34. Dylan Rodden. Greenville back in the 1-2-2 trap again. Over to Brown center court. Looks center court. Knocked away. Robbins recovers. Looks down. Deflected by Greenville's going to stay with Portageville.
25 seconds left in the first half. 31-9.
Yep, 31-9 here. 25 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Inbound to Brown. Takes a shot
nice
at 3.
three-pointer.
Three-pointer's good. Inbound to Wood. Brings it up the right side. Goes out to McCarthy on the right side. Puts up a 3. No good. Rebound Bears with a second left. Can't put up a shot. So it comes into our end of our second quarter. The first half is Portageville 34, Greenville 9. And we'll be back in just a moment with some stats and some more commentary with Tommy Jacobs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
And welcome back. We're here at halftime between the second game of the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament between the second seeded Portageville Bulldogs and the 15th Greenville Bears. Halftime score currently at 34-9. Portageville has the advantage. So what do you think here of the first half here, Tommy?
Well, Portageville just steadily started pulling away. You know, got up 34-9. They've missed a lot of shots that probably would have normally went in. But, you know, the defense of Greenville might have had a little bit to do with that packing that zone in out there, making them basically hit everything from the outside. And this Portageville's pressure defense, you know, that has really, really caused Greenville lots of problems.
Yeah, you had a first quarter score of 10-6.
Right.
And you see Portageville since then scored 24 points in the second quarter. So if you're Coach Bodwell, you're happy with the offensive production in the second quarter there. And they only gave up 3 points against Greenville to bring the full court pressure. And since the first quarter, they've been bringing the pressure, forcing Greenville into some bad shots, getting turnovers. And it seems like Greenville's having a hard time getting in their offense into the front court. They're bringing the ball up, but they're having trouble getting into the front court. They're staying in the back court, and we saw a backcourt violation there and a few turnovers here right at half court. So if you're Greenville, you want to get your offense moving into the front court, and they've been able to do that. They've been had some shots there. They take advantage of Portageville's aggressiveness.
That's right.
Drove the ball into the paint, put up some shots, weren't fortunate enough to make some of those. And you got Portageville coming in the other way. So Portageville still wanted to apply the pressure, pick up the pace a little bit, force a turnover, getting going the other way. And we saw that here in the first half.
That's right. It's you know, and like I say, early on, I said, you know, they had to be happy. The first quarter, Greenville just being outscored before, but you know, this pressure, this Portageville pressure has really, really created lots of problems for them. And you know, as you say, when they do get it over the half line, they're stopping them out here and having to start their offense some way out here. And and I would believe that point guard probably think Portageville sometimes has got 8 players on the court because they're just surrounded by Portageville Bulldogs. But it's been a good game to call, and Portageville, you know, they're a nice team, and so I look forward to the second half.
Yeah, some stats here for the first quarter, or the first half. Leading scores for Portageville so far is Byron Wright with 6. Also, Bruce Mathis with 6. And following up, it's all spread around. A.J. Brown with 4. Fred Treadwell with 4. Demetric Treadwell with 4. And we also got Donnell Menace with 4. And Fernando Menace with 4. So it's spread, the scores being spread around. They're getting a lot of the, and when you're looking for your offense in the paint, there's going to be a lot of chance for others to score off putbacks and whatnot.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And we'll take a break here. We'll be back with the second half of the game 2 of here between Portageville and Greenville of the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to read some of these fine sponsors we have bringing you this game this afternoon. Three Rivers Community College. Also, James R. Twitty, Attorney at Law. James R. Twitty, Attorney at Law. His office is located on the Courthouse Square in Bloomfield. Phone 568-4000. That's James R. Twitty, Attorney at Law. Also, Taxes and More. Taxes and More inside Wethington Tire at 200 North Prairie in Bloomfield. See Tanya M. Wethington for your taxes and bookkeeping. Phone 568-3833. That's Taxes and More in Bloomfield. Also, Progressive Farm Credit in Portageville and Crothersville. Your Western Auto Store in Portageville. First National Bank of Kennett, Clarkton, Dexter, and Mullen. And also by the 162nd District State Representative, Terry Swinger. UAP in Portageville. Butler Drug Store Incorporated, your Health Mart Pharmacy in Portageville. A-Plus Family Clinic. And also Dr. David Boyd, General Dentistry, and the We Care team. We want to appreciate all the sponsors. If you enjoy these basketball games, be sure to stop out and tell these people that you enjoy watching their games on YHC TV.
And we're back with your second half action between Portageville and Greenville in this second game of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
Yeah.
Portageville is going to inbound the ball for the second half. And Mathis is going to bring it up center court.
Greenville's back in that 2-3 zone
back
again.
in the 2-3 zone. Menace back up to Mathis, top of the key. Back over to Menace on the right wing, down to Brown in the corner. Over to Mathis on the right wing, back to Brown in the corner. Looks over to Treadwell at the right wing. Back over to the left to Menace. Puts up a shot. No good.
In and out.
Rebound to Portageville. Mathis looks to look in the paint. Up shot, no good. Rebound Portageville up, no good. Rebound Greenville. That's a foul on Portageville going to Greenville.
Yeah, Booker went up high to get that rebound. Got called for the foul.
Yeah, it's a foul on Booker. That's his second. And Jacob Wood to bring the ball up for the Bears. Up the right side, over to the left. Looks for a pick from McCarthy. Backs it back out. Crossover. Back into the paint. Wood up.
Oh,
good.
Nice shot.
It's a nice shot there.
Sure was.
Had a good little crossover into the paint. Pass down. Mathis on the right side. Looks up the top of the key for Treadwell. Spots up. Good. Well, I tell you, he's deadly from there.
Yes, he is.
He takes that little dribble in.
Yeah.
It's tough to stop. So we got a timeout here. A minute into the second half here. Score: Portageville 36, Greenville 11.
Well, this Portageville, I just don't think the coach is really happy of the way they're running things right now. He keeps calling timeout, setting something up. He's a fine coach. He's one of course, we have a lot of fine coaches in Southeast Missouri. All these schools are well coached, but he likes to sit there and he wants them to go by what they've been practicing, what they want to run, and he's not scared to go that bench, and he's pretty deep on that bench too.
Yep. I think he's not really. It seems like he's not very happy with what they're doing offensively, which they're getting into it. With that zone they like to go in. They've been going in. I think he's just trying to set up what they're wanting to do on all the offensive side there. But Greenville's back from the timeout. Inbounds. Wood's going to bring it up. Going to bring it up the right side. Looks over to McCarthy. Knocked away by Portageville. Out of bounds. Going to stay with Greenville.
Nice sportsmanship by Menace. Reached down, helped the player up. Got the ball, handed to the official.
And McCarthy goes out into the game. Number 34, Dylan Rodden. Inbound, looks deep. Knocked away. Portageville. Greenville's going to keep the ball. Well, they locked that. They locked that. That
Sure
lob
do.
to Lewis,
Yeah,
don't
do.
they? Greenville inbounds, deflected. Out of bounds by Portageville. Greenville's going to keep the ball. And back into the game is McCarthy.
I
And
don't
for
know who
Lewis.
Greenville's played this year, but I'm sure they've not played anyone with the speed that this Portageville team has.
Yeah, which Portageville is going to be one of the quicker teams around as it is.
bet.
So, and Greenville inbounds. Woods got it. The right corner is going to be a foul on Portageville.
We were going to get Booker on that.
That Booker. That'll be his third. And Byron Wright into the game for Booker. He's going to take a seat. And Greenville at inbound again. Looks for McCarthy in the left corner there. Drives baseline, kicks it out to Wood. Back over to Wren, puts up a shot in the paint. No good. Out of bounds to Portageville. And Wright's bringing up the ball to the left side. Back in the three-quarter
Yes, they are.
court
They
trap
extended it out
there. And looks to Treadwell on the left side, drives. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by McCarthy. Well, that's what Greenville's doing. They're trying to force Portageville into an offense they're not really accustomed to, which, you know, Portageville's not used to seeing the trap and making things happen from that standpoint. But Greenville was bringing the ball up, deflected, gets it back. And McCarthy at the center line, looks over to Wood. Over in the corner, puts up a shot, no good. Portageville brings up the ball, right, up the center. Looks to drive, kicks it out, and a foul on the floor. And that was Dylan Rodden that put up that three just then. There's Birdwell coming into the game for Mathis for Portageville. Portageville looking inbound over the center. Knocked away. It's going to stay with Portageville. What's the one thing you can look for when that packed in that 2-3 zone on the inbounds? You can get that lob in there.
That's right. That's what
catch
they're
them off
looking
guard.
for, too.
And a kick out to Brown for the inbounds. He puts up a three. No good. Rebound. Treadwell up and in. He was perfectly in position
Sure
for that
was.
one.
Right there to catch that. Put it right in there.
And Wood bringing up the ball for the Bears. Over to
Stolen
McCarthy.
away.
Stolen away by Menace. He drives in the paint. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Brown. Looks to go up. And there's a foul on the floor. Or a two-shot foul coming up. That foul's on number 20 for the Bears. That's Jacob Wood. It's his second foul. Brown to the line, shooting two. First one up, good. And in for Portageville is Robbins, in for Menace. And Treadwell into the game for Wright. That's Simmons and Rodden out for Greenville. Lewis back in. And Curtis Shearer in for the Bears. Second shot up by Brown is good. And Wood bringing up the ball for the Bears. Crosses over to the left side, back to the right. Crosses over left. There's a foul by Brown on a blocking foul. His first personal foul, team's third. Inbound Greenville. Wood looking to inbound. He's going to have trouble getting it off, and sure enough, a 5-second call. That's the second of the game, so Portageville's keeping the pressure on.
There are.
And substitution. That's Menace, number 24 Menace in for. Oh, we got quite a few subs coming in here. That's number
5.
Yeah, number 5. Number 5, Rodgers Booker into the game for Brown. And Menace on the right wing, back up to right. Over to Birdwell. Treadwell back at the ball. Menace over to Birdwell. Working around the perimeter here, back up to Menace. Treadwell. Back to Menace. Over to Robbins. Over to Treadwell, back up to Birdwell.
They're working the ball around.
Yep, Treadwell gets the ball back on the right wing. Up, shot good.
Fred Treadwell.
Fred Treadwell, 6'1" sophomore. He plays on the JV team, and he comes up, and you can't really tell he's a JV player out there. And the three-point play is complete with the free throw. And Jacob Wood brings up the ball for the Bears. Brings it up the right side. Looking for Rand. He goes back door. Not there. Back out. Back out to Rand on the right side. Drives in. No good, but foul.
Nice drive.
Yeah. Number 4, that's Fred Treadwell. It's a 4th team foul for Portageville. We're looking at 4:25 left in the third quarter. 43-11 Portageville. Ran to the line, shooting 2. First one good. Second shot up for Wren, good. And Portageville bringing it up. Treadwell passes up to Menace. And throws it away. That's Jake Young, number 34, in for Portageville. Threw the ball away, turned it over to the Greenville Bears. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
Portageville's playing a lot of players. They know they've got this game pretty well in hand. They know it's just going to get rougher throughout the week. Competition is going to get strict. So he's playing a lot of his players, and I admire him for that. He's back pressure off the half court. You know, he's not here to show anybody up. You know, he's just here to get a good first game under his belt, prepare for later in the week.
Yeah, and if you're Greenville, you want to stay competitive because you still got a tournament to play. You got the consolation side, and you know you want to play as long as you can in this tournament.
That's exactly right. You know, they got to come back and play at 12:30 tomorrow, and they'll play the loser of the Donovan-Richland game. So it's really not going to get much easier. It's Donovan team, pretty good team, and Richland's got a nice team.
Yeah, so either side of the bracket you fall on, you want to stay competitive.
Of course, Portageville, if they continue on, they win this ball game, they'll play the winner of the Donovan-Richland game, which that could be a nice game.
Yeah, I think that might be one of our close ones there. You know, Donovan and Richland later on in the day.
Bernie won earlier. They move out. They'll play the winner of the Bloomfield South Penn, and they'll play at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the Bernie and the winner of that game. And East Carter County will play the loser of that game.
And we're back from the timeout. Greenville inbounds the ball. This is Jacob Wood bringing up the ball the right side. Over to Wren. Looks up to Lewis. Top of the key. Looks back over to Wood to the right side. Looking in. Back out to Wren. Top of the key. Loses control. Gets it back. Back over to McCarthy at the top of the key.
Portageville's backed up kind of a little 2-3 zone.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to need to play later on this tournament. So, you know, it's a good time to try everything out. And Shear on the left side over to Wood, center court.
Almost stolen away then, but not quite.
Back over to Shear. He looks to drive the lane, and he's hand checked there on the baseline. And it's going to be a foul on number 15, Caden Robbins for the Bulldogs. It's his second. Knocked out of bounds, stays with Greenville. Wood's going to inbound for the Bears. On the baseline, looks down low, got a shot there.
Nice shot, open man.
That's Nick Wren. Greenville trying a little trap here. Menace looks to drive the right side, but he's pushed. Fouls on number 44, Gentry Lewis. That's his second. Team fourth. And Robbins to inbound for Portageville. Inbounds to Fred Treadwell, brings it up the top of the key. Over to Menace on the left wing, back up to Treadwell. Looks over to Robbins, the right wing. Back up to Treadwell at the top. He looks to drive, pulls it back out. And it looks like we got a 3-second violation. Looks like it was on Rogers Booker there. And inbound to Jacob Wood, Greenville. He's going to bring it up. Over to Shear. Passes back up to Wood. And to Wren. Looks down to McCarthy, and he's hacked there in the paint.
Number 34, Jake Young got the foul.
And Greenville's going to inbound on the baseline. As Jacob Wood inbounding, look for somebody. Inbounds to McCarthy on the right side. Looks back out to Wren. Looks to drive the left side, goes up. No good, but he's fouled. We'll have 2 shots for Nick Wren coming up.
A lot of fouls
And,
this quarter.
Yeah, that's another foul on Jake Young, his second. Nick Wren to the line, shooting 2. First one up's good.
Where's it?
Second shot on the way. It's good. And we got a substitution. Booker's coming into the game for Robbins. That's Royden Booker. And Fred Treadwell is going to bring up the ball. Still, Greenville still in that 3-quarter trap. Looks over to Menace, drives the lane, puts it up. No good. That's a foul on Greenville. Looks like Curtis Shear picked up his 5th personal foul. He's
Young man's played a
fouled
hard
out.
basketball
Yeah,
game.
he's played a definitely hard game. Real aggressive. He picked up the defense, but yeah, if you're a Greenville coach, you don't mind seeing that.
That's right.
Playing the hard defense. And Portageville inbounds, but it's taken away by McCarthy. Gives it up to Wood. Wood's going to bring it up. And that's Dylan Rodden in for Shear, fouled out. Rodden's got the ball, passes it back up to Wood on the top of the key, over to Wren at the left side, over to Rodden at the right side for 3. Good.
Oh, nice shot. Buried that 3.
Well, it was a nice swing there they made.
Sure was.
Got the open shot. Portageville brings it up over the right side. And a collision there. It's going to be a foul on McCarthy for Greenville. It's going to be his 3rd personal foul, team 6th. We're minute 53 left in the 3rd quarter. Portageville's up 43-20 over the Greenville Bears. Fred Treadwell over to the right side, passes over to Robbins. Back to Treadwell, into Booker, out to Menace. Back to Treadwell at the top. Over to Menace on the left side. He's going to drive the baseline.
Nice
Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Booker, no good. Robbins with the rebound, up with the shot. No good, but it's fouled. That foul's going to be on McCarthy. He's picked up his 4th. And Robbins to the line. First one up, no good. And second shot coming your way.
Buried it.
Good. Looks like Portageville's going to bring out the defense here. Wood at the top of the key. towards center court. Picks up his dribble, looks over to Wren for the right side. Dribbles down, back out, knocked away by Treadwell. Greenville will keep the ball.
Treadwell got some quick hands. He'll reach.
Yeah, it looks like
they
they might be trying to trap out of that.
Look like they are.
Yeah, you know, the score getting a little closer here. 24-point spread. They don't want to get it too far down, but Portageville steals the inbound. Menace drives down. Fast break layup there. That's Fernando Menace. And McCarthy at the ball, center court. Passes back over to, Wood with the ball now, the right side. And Rodden with the ball, passes over to Wood, but travels first.
Yeah.
Turnover to Portageville. Yeah, Portageville's not going to want to let this game get too close, so
that's right.
They're going to bring up the pressure a little bit here. And Menace over to the left, up to Treadwell, top of the key, over to right, Robbins. Up to Treadwell, back over to Robbins to the right. Passes into Booker. Gets tied up there, loses the ball. Treadwell picks it up at the free throw line, loses control. Menace regains at the left side. Looks up to Treadwell. They're going to bring it back out. Back over to Menace at the left. Back up to Treadwell.
Looking inside, can't break
they're
anybody loose in there.
And Treadwell's going to end the ball back at the top of the key. Back over to Menace to the left.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we got 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Menace to the left side. Gives up to Booker. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Robbins up. Back up and good. And that's the comes the conclusion of our third quarter between the second seeded Portageville Bulldogs and the 15th seeded Greenville Bears. And the score at the end of the third quarter, coming into the fourth quarter, is 48-20 Portageville. So what do you think so far? Coming in looking ahead to the next round here, Tommy.
Well, I got to say that the little Greenville team played a real good third quarter. You know, Portageville took out a lot of their players and let them sit out. And they competed pretty well. You know, they scored 11 points in that quarter. That's the most points per quarter that they've scored all night. But looking at the brackets, it's just going to continue. I think this next ball game that this Portageville team meets, whether it be Donovan or Richland, they meet Donovan. Donovan may not be as explosive as they have been in the years past, but they're going to play good defense. Well, they got a good defensive coach, and they play very good. Now, if they play Richland, I think Richland kind of likes to get the ball up and down the court. So that would be an interesting game for Portageville. Yep. It's just going to get tougher. And Portageville, it's just like blood and water if they see a team jump out there and start pressing them, because that's their type basketball. They want to get it and go.
All right. And we're back with your fourth quarter. Greenville's going to have the ball to open up the fourth. Wood to inbound. And Wood's going to bring the ball up. Picks up his dribble, looks to McCarthy at the center. Getting surrounded. Drives to the right side. Kicks out to Wren on the right. Into Lewis down low in the paint. Puts up a shot. Good.
Scored it.
It's a nice little move there.
Sure was. Sure was.
And Menace on the right side loses the ball out of bounds to Greenville. And new into the game for Greenville is number 42, Chris Wren. And Wood passes over to Wren. Chris Wren. Wood gets the ball back, passes deflected by Brown. Wood gets it back, looks for a shot. No good. Rebound Lewis, puts it back up and good.
That young man's hit 2 baskets in a row.
He's got a nice little touch down there. That one he scored with man right there in his face, and he picked that board up and put it right back in. And Portageville with the ball. Left to Menace, passes over to Robbins in the right wing. And Greenville still packing it in to 2-3 zone. Portageville's working it around to look. They're still looking to get the ball inside. They're not really willing to just take the given three.
They're going to try to pull them out of that thing. They're going.
Robbins with the ball in the corner to Young. Robbins back on the right side. Going to try to get him to come out of that zone a little bit. And a pass thrown away. Back over to Greenville. I think Portageville's going to try to open this thing up. They're going to pull it out and try to get them to come out and maybe a man-to-man and then look to drive the ball. And Portageville back in a 2-1-2. Wood with the ball over to the right to Nick Wren. Back up to Wood. Looks over to Chris Wren. And the corner to McCarthy. Skips over to Wood. Wood looks to drive, puts up a shot inside the three-point arc, no good. Off of Lewis there, trying to get the board, couldn't handle it, out of bounds to Portageville. And coming into the game for Portageville, number 4, Fred Treadwell. He's in for number 34, Jake Young. And Brown bringing the ball up for Portageville, left to Menace. Back to Brown, over to Treadwell, looks center. To Rodersberger, puts up a shot, no good. Menace with the ball, looks to put it up, no good. Rebound McCarthy. It's going to be a tie-up. It's going to stay with Portageville.
Yeah, Portageville like to work that ball in there then. Got it underneath, just didn't get a very good shot.
Yeah, Portageville inbounds. Left to Treadwell, back up to Brown. To Menace on the right side. Up to Brown on the top. Looks to Treadwell on the left. Back up to Brown. And Brown pulls it back up to center court. Kicks it over to Treadwell at the left. And over to skip to Menace to the right. Back over to the left to Treadwell. Center to back up to center court to Brown. Back over to Treadwell. Works it down under.
Open.
Yeah, they worked that zone. They had Robbins there right under the goal, but he mishandled the pass and out of bounds to Greenville. I think that's exactly what they were looking for, to skip it, get in the middle, throw it down.
That's right.
And just mishandled the pass there. Might have been a little quick. That was a pretty quick pass there. And Portageville takes it away. Fred Treadwell drives in the paint, up, no good. Rebound Booker, up and good. That's Rodris Booker. His first points of the game.
Take away again.
Taken away by Treadwell. He drives in. No good, but it's fouled. Fouls on Jacob Wood for Greenville. That's his third. Team's 8th. Fred Treadwell will go to the line. Shooting 2. First one up, no good.
No good. 50-24 with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game.
And coming out of the game is Lewis, Chris Wren, and McCarthy. And into the game is number 10, Jake Simmons, number 30, Tim Fragmeyer, I think that is. I think I might have it written down wrong here in my book here. Fragmeyer. I think that's what Fragmeyer, I believe, number 30.
Fragmeyer, I think that's right.
And Greenville with the ball, brings it up. Looks into center. To Simmons, kicks it back out. 3 up, no good. Nick Wren with the ball, rebounds. Looks to Wren on the right side. Knocked away by Portageville. And Greenville inbounds. Wood inbounds to the corner. A 3 up, no good. Rebound Booker. And Treadwell at the center court, right to Menace. Menace with the ball, the right side, looks to drive the paint. Good.
Yeah, nice drive. They just kept backing up, letting him in, so he just took it on in there and laid it off the glass. Here you got to give this little Greenville team, they haven't quit. They've fought hard all night. They've just been outmanned, that's all.
And that's 3-point up by Greenville, no good. Rebound Wren puts it up, no good. And out of bounds, going to stay with Greenville. And Jacob Wood looks to inbound. Deep center court, picked off by Brown.
There he goes.
He's going to go in for an easy layup.
(54-24). 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this game.
Rodden over to the left side, loses control. Portageville takes over. It's going to be a foul on Rodden. It's going to be his first foul of the game.
Yeah.
It's going to send Portageville to the line. Fred Treadwell to the line. And McCarthy back into the game for Rodden. Treadwell to the line, shooting 1-1. First one up, good. Second shot up, no good.
Portageville.
Rebound, Portageville, Menace. Back up to Treadwell. Looks pick left and goes out to Robbins on the right wing. Looking down low, he drives in, going to put up a shot, no good, deflected. And McCarthy with a rebound, he's going to bring it up. And he got a little ahead of himself there and traveled. And back into the game for Greenville, number 44, Lewis. He's in for number 30, Tim Freimeyer. And Fred Treadwell bring the ball up center court. Pass over left to Menace. He looks in, looks back out to Treadwell, back over to right to Robbins. Looking to work this zone a little bit around the perimeter. Passes center free throw line to Booker, back out to Menace to the left. Treadwell back out with it. Passes over to Robbins on the right. Drives baseline, puts up a shot, good.
Good.
Yeah, Portageville's going to stay pretty disciplined against that zone. They're wanting the shot that they want. Those are the shots they want. To drive the baseline or get into the middle to pass it down and look for their shot. But Nick Wren drives on the right side, no good. Back up and in for McCarthy. Looks like he's hobbling around out there. He's still trucking it.
Tell you what, he's took some bangs tonight. 57-26, 50 seconds to go in this contest.
And Robbins on the right side looks down, back out to Treadwell. Goes left side to Menace. Back over to Robbins on the right side. Drives baseline again. Puts up the same shot, no good. Rebound, Menace left, put up no good. Treadwell up.
And scores it.
And scores it. And he's got one shot up.
And the clock keeps running with the mercy rule, so he may get it off and may not.
Yeah. And for him, you want that extra point, so you better be looking up that clock.
He'll be wanting that ball, that red. He's going to at least get one of them. No good.
Shot no good. Rebound by McCarthy. Jacob Wood brings out the ball right side, puts up a three. No good. That comes, brings an end to our game, our second game here, the Christmas tournament. Portageville wins the second seed to 59 to Greenville 26.
I tell you, like I said earlier, you got to give that little Greenville team and their coach credit. They were outmanned, but they just kept playing hard. You know, they never gave up. They played
just like what you saw. McCarthy got injured there in the earlier in the game, and he's come back. You could just see him noticeably limping up and down the court, but he gets that rebound, puts it back in earlier, and he's still pushing it.
Sure is.
And from a sophomore,
that's right. Got a lot of heart.
That's pretty. That's guts there.
Sure has. Been a nice game.
And that brings us to an end, but we'll be right back with some stats and some more commentary from Tommy Jacobs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Tommy Jacobs, myself, Tyler Wagner, and that brings up a wrap for our first game of Portageville and Greenville. Games we got coming up here. I want you to say what the games we got coming up here.
Okay, well, game 3 fixing to start in about 15 minutes. We got the number 3 Kennett Indians taking on the number 14 seed Van Buren Bulldogs. This Kennett Indian team is a nice team. They were a nice team last year. They got most boys back, and they're just a well-coached team and a very nice team. And, you know, the games are just going to get, in my opinion, going to get closer as the day goes on. We just saw 2 very good teams in the number 1 seeded Bernie Mules and the number 2 seeded Portageville Bulldogs. They both move out to the right in the championship bracket. East Carter County and Greenville moved over in the consolation bracket. It's going to get some good games. Everybody needs to get out and watch these and support these young boys because they play very, very hard and very well coached. What a tradition they have here at Bloomfield.
Yep, every year. You know, these first 2 days are pretty long, right. But we come out and we saw people coming out at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yep. Again, you know, an hour before the first game started. So we probably have our Bloomfield regulars coming out early. That's so they're looking forward to a slew of games today, 8 games today and tomorrow, and be working through these games in the afternoon. And I think we're going to come into some tough games here in the afternoon.
Oh, I do too. You know, hey, at 1:45 day, game 4, we'll have the number 4 Hayti Indians against the 13 Puxico Indians. You know, there's just going to be some very, very good games when this day's over.
Yeah, well, we hope you stay tuned to the rest of our Christmas tournament coverage here at the 52nd Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That wraps up our game 2 between Portageville and Greenville.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
We're now visiting with Coach Rob Stein of the Greenville Bears. And Coach, tell you what, you ran up against a very tough defensive ball club in the Portageville Bulldogs.
You know, Coach Bidwell is, you know, as I told my boys before we came, probably the best boys coach. If not, there's not anybody better in the state of Missouri. You know, he's a good person. So I mean, it's always difficult. You know, I first saw Coach Bidwell when I was assistant at Scott City, and we had some wars with him. And I mean, they just do a great job. Fundamentally, we won't face a better defensive team.
That's right.
Than his team all year long.
Well, let's talk about the Greenville Bears. I was very impressed the way your team kept clawing and fighting and trying to hang in there. They didn't quit. You showed some good poise. You also didn't quit against their defense. You kept trying to run your offense, and that's a credit to you and to your players.
Well, you know, thank you, but I kind of disagree a little bit because we got tired. We haven't been able to practice like I would like to have in the last couple, you know, probably about a month. We've had some, you know, off-the-court issues with me and my family, and then some snow and ice over the Greenville area, which really, it wouldn't have made a difference in the overall game, obviously, because Coach Bidwell and his team is excellent. But in the first quarter, I felt like we did what we wanted to do. We were able to control tempo. We were able to handle their defensive pressure and run offense. In the second quarter, I felt like we got a little fatigued, got a little bit out of shape, and started looking for the easy thing. You know, that guy might be open, so I'm going to get the ball out of my hand. And that's what allowed them to I mean, really put the game out of hand in the second quarter, I think.
Okay. It's Coach Rob Stein. Good luck to you for the rest of the tournament. You go into the consolation bracket, and your team looks to gain some experience and plus another game.
Yeah, we're very young. You know, we only bring one kid back with varsity experience. Everybody else is young. We only graduate 2 seniors, and one of them gets playing time. So I mean, that's something else we've talked about. It's what I told our guys at halftime. You know, use this advantage of playing a team like Portageville with such a great defensive squad, and work on your game.
Very well said, Coach.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Well, we're visiting with Coach Jim Bidwell of the Portageville Bulldogs. Coach, congratulations on a big win for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Your team, I was very amazed the other night. We did the Kennett Portageville game, and I kept saying that Coach Bidwell want that game, you know, high 40s, low 50s, and my goodness, your team is so explosive. They're so quick. I wasn't used to that.
Well, that's what we teach. We teach that quickness. We've been working on that all summer. I'll tell you what.
Can you put that in a bottle?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to tell anybody that. No, we are quick. We're blessed. I've got good athletes, and they really got good attitudes, and that, you know, that makes a coach really look good. And so far that they're playing as a team, and not playing perfect ball yet, but they're kind of getting in the mix. But like I said, I'm just really proud of their attitude so far, and that really makes it worth going to practice every day, not having to dread it. So it's so far so good.
Their defense, that's a Jim Bidwell trait. They're playing very good defense.
Well, like I said, quickness helps. The quicker you are, the faster you are, the better defense you look. And I've had some teams that I coach the same, and they don't play as well. But a lot of it's just God-given ability. It really is. And but they seem to be buying in so far. Of course, when you're winning, everything you say is they listen to you. So when we hit some roads of adversity, it'd be interesting to see how we react. But I think we'll do all right.
Okay. Coach Jim Bidwell of the Portageville Bulldogs. Coach, good luck the rest of the tournament.
Appreciate it. Thank you.